Plug all this stuff now. I thought I'd be ready. Why the intro screen is good. Oh, I gotta climb this chair. Part's over. I'm in the chair. This is not gonna. Here it is. Gotta fix the hair, you know what I mean? Didn't do that last time, even though I got much left on the top anyway. I think this should be working. So, yeah, it's definitely gonna be at least the first half is definitely no matter what good vibes, because look at this Jimmy Broadbent. They got streamer names in here. For like the AI, that's pretty funny. I don't recognize many of the other names. I wonder if they're all like top players or they just pick random people. I also got to figure out how to get a good livery on the car. I'm just using the basic Ford one this time around. Does it even show my name in here? Probably not. No, opponent roster since it's AI. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Like I said, I'm going to spend some time on this track because it's a long one. Probably won't learn anything much today on this track. This will probably take me like all weekend to learn. But the goal is I want to race this next week because it'll be really good for safety rating. It'll help me faster to get the A license. Because this track has so many turns and it judges you by how many turns you do. And pretty much on most of these corners, the track limits is the wall. Oh, I gotta hit F9. Let it do its auto thing. Yeah, there we go. So I went with the Ford. So this is the GT4 version though, so it's gonna be a little slower. Like I said, I know a little bit of the track from watching it, but I don't know how fast I should be going through some of these corners and stuff. So, yeah, this is going to be a brutal one to learn. Oh, first one off the track. Alright, got to go a lot slower for that. Didn't hit the wall. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm supposed to learn this track. There's probably like, you know, some form of easy way to learn it. But I'm just going to drive around and hope that I can just kind of slowly start remembering where I need to go. That's normally how I learn tracks. Do I need to slow down for here? Yeah, fourth gear. I should open up the iRacing overlay so I can kind of see the map. Maybe that would help me kind of judge where I'm going a little bit. I feel like I gotta slow down here. That was the right call. This looks sharp. We'll go to second. And the good thing about learning is if I need to pause real fast I can because my kid is still awake. So I might need to jump off just here and there for like a couple minutes. Oh, that's a wall. That's a wall. That's a wall. Ooh. I'm glad I seen that just before I started going up that hill where I would have been face planting into it. Oh, that's a sharp one. Yeah, it's gonna be a real tough one to memorize this track. Yep, this is the big map. This is it. I don't have the eye over. Actually, this is only AI, so I can afford to lose some time real fast. Let me do this because I don't know how big the map's even going to show up on the screen. But yeah, this is the gigantic map, the one that takes about 8 minutes. Ooh, what was that about? There you go. Yeah, it kind of helps me. It shows it on the top right now. All the AI is just now leaving the pits. They had to be fashionably late to the track. Alright, so this looks like it's going to be a bunch of slower speed corners, so... Yeah, so pretty much at the bottom of the map is when I left the track, and as you can see, I'm not even probably halfway through yet. So this is like third gear around. This looks like a sharp one. Oh, that's the wall. Ah! The car looks fine. Built Ford tough. The AI is already sketched up to me drastically. It's like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going yet. The map's kind of helping, but not really. I feel like this... Yeah, as I said, I probably should slow down for this one. Oh, yeah, I definitely need to slow down for that one. Now watch, now I'm going to have damage. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to learn. I'm probably going to be in the wall a lot. Because like I said, the track limits on this track pretty much is the wall. Alright, I should be able to floor it. Like, I remember, like, I watched people drive this track in real life, but it's obviously... I don't know where they're going. It's mostly from a helicopter point of view. But I know there's some parts that are just, they're flat and you just keep flooring it for a while. It looks like I need to start slowing down now going by the other map. Yeah, I'm going to slow down here and play it safe. Ooh, okay, that was a good call. Oh, this looks like a big, like a real sharp turn up here. Oh, not this one. I guess it's the next one. Oh, I got flung out. Oh. There's the first bit of damage. Just at least no wheel damage so I can keep going. I kind of thought I was going to stay in that a little bit better, so I kept trying to floor it. Alright. Oh. Up this hill. And some of these are just like blind corners though, it's hard to see. Well, not that they're blind, but going up the hill is a little tough the first time. I just don't know how long it's going to take me to memorize all this. This is insane. Maybe I'll keep the driving line on if I do this race. Ooh. See, some of them top of the hill ones are bad. Oh, okay, I gotta slow down a little bit before. Hey, look at this, we got an AI that caught up and passed me finally. I can kind of follow him a little bit and see when he hits the brakes at least. So he's hitting the brakes. Nice little dip there. Oh boy. And the only easy part of the track. I made it around. I tried this earlier and smashed the wall before I even left maybe the 12th or 13th turn in, somewhere around there. I smashed the wall. I was like, alright, that's good enough. I drove enough to take a picture for a thumbnail. Then we get the nice long straight where yeah. This will be fun if you have a draft, like with someone in front of you, really gain some speed. This part I kind of remember. You just want to floor it up until about this point, yeah. The only reason I remember this is just where a lot of streamers get into crashes, so I always see like kind of highlights of them going through this area. So it's kind of like the one part of the track I had memorized, and it's the end of the track. Alright, well we made the first lap around. Let's see if I can do better the second. I don't really remember anything about that lap, that's the problem. I'll actually just try to push and go fast this lap. Like I said, I kind of remember the beginning because I did it twice and crashed. So the beginning is a little bit of a cheat, but not really. But yeah, like I said, I'll drive around this for a little bit, just hopefully not crash and just get used to everything. I think this was the fast one. Yeah. It's the second big hill I gotta hit the brakes at the top. Not that one. Yeah, I can keep it flat here, right? Yeah. Fourth gear there, okay. I just gotta remember the next big hill where I go up, I definitely gotta make sure I hit the brakes, which I believe is gonna be coming up. Yeah, this one. I gotta make sure to hit the brakes for this one. And I still go right into the wall. Wow, I gotta hit the brakes early. Alright, well that's the first. That's definitely big damage. Yeah, that's over. First restart. Oh, well. Was going good for a second. Now, I heard I could reset it, like, different points on the track. How do I go about doing that? What is going on? Why is this not in full screen now? What just happened in my game? Why am I not in full screen? I actually gotta Google that, because this is an issue that keeps happening. Ah, I learned something new today. I never knew I could just hit Alt Enter to force something to be full screen. Alright, well. That works. Oh, you know what the issue is iRacing's not supposed to be full screen. It's supposed to be borderless windowed. That's my issue. This window. You know what? I'll just leave it the way it is. I just gotta look at key bindings real fast. This start points. That way I'll just make my start points and end points. That way if I have an issue I can reset more quickly. But I'll try to at least survive one lap before I do that. That way the tires are, whoops, in a better window. Because I don't know if I put the same tires back on or not. I didn't request a new car, so I'm hoping the tires are still warm, but I don't really know how to judge that. Alright, so I really gotta slow down for that one. Yeah, the learning process of the track is definitely not a fun one. But like I said, I'll do a bunch of, like I said, a couple laps around this, and then tomorrow I'll watch videos, and that's when I really learn, because then it's like I kind of did the lap, I kind of know a little bit now. Whoops, should have stayed in fifth there. The Ford feels great though. If the GT3 Ford feels anything like this, then I definitely need to get this and stop driving the BMW for the GT3s, because this is just amazing. Alright, I gotta break much earlier for this one. Oh, that's right. I'm so used to hitting the wall there, I forgot that that's a... You got the corner. You gotta give the time back. Yeah, I took Jim off also because the one thing I had to stop with Jim when iRacing for, at least for this, at least for right now, is he doesn't. I can't get crew chief to say damage. Like if I hit this button, you know, he'll say that. He's a little quiet though. I gotta turn him up. Or like I can check the weather. Like if I'm racing and if I know it's gonna rain or not, he'll be like, hey, rain's expected soon or something. Crew chief won't do that. Crew chief just does everything you're used to, which is talking shit and lap times. But I do like how crew chief tells me a lot more in advance when the multi-class cars are coming. Oh, that's a wall. Doink. Yeah, see, and then the iRacing thing's going. Yeah, I do need to put this in borderless mode. That's the issue. So full screen, no border. Now that should just be like this. Okay, here we go. That fixed it. Right. Oh, you really gotta slow down for that. Yeah, see, that's the one thing I don't like, though. I wanted to worry about my damage, and you just had to finish saying someone else's lap time. Like, bro, I hit the damage button. I need the damage. I don't care about the lap time at that point. I gotta remember, there's another sharp turn after the hill that I keep screwing the brake up. At least I'm getting the beginning down a little bit by constantly resetting. Not that I'm anywhere near as fast in this first part that I should be, but... Yep, this is going to be a slow down the fifth. Oh, I gotta... Hey, we lived. Gotta hit the brakes a little harder. But then this is another sharp one, right? I think it's like right here. No. Alright, I'm not even at the hill yet. I'm thinking I'm at the other part because I'm so used to crashing at this part right here. Where's there a oh, it's a debris flag. Let's see, how's there a yellow flag? There's no one even ahead of me. Oh, that's bad. We got damage on the front end. Whew. Yeah, this is gonna be a bad one. I think the problem is I really just need to drive slow and just start learning the track. I'm just trying to race and I have no idea where I'm going to begin with. Like I said, we'll get the beginning down. I can just keep it flat. It's weird. A lot of people said it was really easy to spin the Ford. I'm on cold tires right now, and it doesn't seem that way. It seems pretty planet. All right, here's the big hill of doom. Hit the brakes early. Definitely a little slippery in first gear. Maybe I should just leave it in second then. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Yeah, fourth gear through there. Something's telling me this is second. This definitely looks like a second gear turn. Oh my god, it might even been slower than that. Boom. I'm making it further. I'm starting to learn. Like I said, it probably would be smarter just to do a safe lap where I drive slow and warm the tires up, but nah. We reset when we crash. Reset every time you make a mistake. One way to learn. Oh, didn't shift down to second. That was weird. I thought I did something stupid, something else wrong. So I can get a lot faster out of there. Yeah, I actually, this race, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be, I'm learning this track, so it could be my cheeky method for, getting safety rating, as long as I can keep it on the track. But like I said, if I don't have this learned by Tuesday, then I'll just put the racing line on to help me know where I'm going. But I don't like using the racing line because then you focus on the racing line versus what's going on around you, and it ends up being more of a distraction than helpful, at least in my case. But I'm kind of figuring out at least the beginning part from crashing and, resetting so much. So I kind of got the first part of the track memorized, which is good. Like, up to this part, I got pretty memorized. Kind of know where I should be going now. Maybe not perfectly, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna hit the wall now, at least for the first couple corners. And then I know this is a deadly corner. Slow down and head in advance. I just got to stay in second. I see what they mean by it being easy to spin, man. You put this car in first gear, man, it just really wants to spin out. Yep, I remember this is the fourth gear turn. Whoa, and there I'm sliding. That was definitely for, I left my foot on the brake too long. That was nothing really with the tires or anything else. Oh, okay, this is a part where I'm getting a little unfamiliar because I normally crash out too much by now. So now I'm back to unfamiliar territory. This looks like a, yeah, so that was third gear. Definitely second. It wasn't as sharp as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a brutal race. This is why I've been putting off learning this track so long, but it's like, I got to do it. I eventually just got to bite the bullet and get this done. Ah, damn, that was a sharp one. I should have looked at the map. No damage. Alright, I was able to slop just enough to prevent damage. I was going to say, man, I made it pretty far without having to reset. Now I get to keep going. I thought it was the part where I could keep flooring it, but this is the part where I can keep it pinned down for a little bit. This is the more, just kind of shut up and drive part and can't really make a mistake here. I mean, I guess you can if you aren't paying attention, but I feel like this is just very easy. Just stall flat. I don't know when I got to ease up. Yeah, that felt about right. So the next one's not too sharp of a corner. Maybe could even stayed in fourth through there. This one I definitely got to stop for. Yeah, just got to remember to leave it in second gear though. That looks like. Oh, the fun part, the carousel. It really does just pull you along. I didn't really have to do much with the steering there. Oh, this looks weird. Where am I supposed to be going here? Yeah, I was probably supposed to slow down there. Yeah, not familiar with this part of the track. And normally, like I said, I've died so many times already before getting to this point. Kind of just trying to look at the road and judge like what I think, how fast I should be going. I can't see, so that means it's going to be a left. Yep. Seems to be how it is. Oh, you're not going to be able to see the next turn, so it's going to be the opposite direction. Can't see, so that means the next part's going to be a left, as predicted. There's the jump. So I gotta slow down a little bit for that. Can't see, so that's going to be a left. Can't see, so that's going to be a left. Alright, that seems to be the play. Can't see, you're going left. Can't see, go left. Just every time I can't see, just go left. I mean, that's a good thing to know on this back stretch. How fast can I go through here? Tri-state. I don't know. Alright. The first lap with no damage. And the tires are definitely have more pressure on them. Alright, so first lap complete. Now the grip still didn't help out as much. I could have probably did better and didn't really go for the... Yeah, it's definitely better with the tires being a little bit more warmed up though. That's for sure. Can't see, we're going left. Oh! Alright, we're good. But the I can't see turn left thing still working. I know this is gonna be right though. Starting to remember. At least certain parts. Now I know to floor it. We're good. Like I said, these first couple corners I got down, man. That whole back part, it's gonna take a bit. Yeah, just leave it in second. Felt a lot smoother. Whoa. And I wonder how much you gotta actually practice this track to like really get it down. I feel like tomorrow, if I have time, I don't think I'm gonna have time tomorrow to do anything, but I think Sunday, if I have time, or Monday, this is all I'm gonna do is just aimlessly drive around until I can just have it memorized. Ugh, that's a big hit. No, I set up. Oh, it's because I'm not in a test session. I can't do the rewind. See, I was too confident. Kadoink. We got damage on the front end. It wasn't that bad. I still kept going. Just wish it wouldn't give me it would give me the tires that I originally still had on the car though. That way they're at least warmed up. Oh, forgot it's cold tires. That was a little too much. Whoop, reset. Let's just get a whole new car. Even though the tires are cold, it feels like you can still really push, which is nice. Maybe there's tire warmers in the practice session. I don't think this game has tire warmers though, so I don't know. Definitely going to be a brutal race, though. Like I said, I got this first part kind of like, I know where I'm going, and it's still like, oh no. Oh no. There we go, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one, but like I said, I got to learn it eventually. And it's definitely not going to be something I can learn quickly like all the other tracks, because they're only like a minute, 2 minutes long, 3 minutes. Now I'm not paying attention, I'm just too busy looking over at my other monitor. Alright, let's go back to paying attention. Just lost it there. That's a big hit. Nope. Keep going. I'm driving like all Philly sports teams playing right now. Terrible. It's just crazy because like everything just looks the same. I think that's the hardest part about this track so far. It's just everything looks the same. It's so hard to truly remember where I'm going. Keep it safe through here. I want to go so much faster today, but the cold tires is... it won't kill my safety rating. I just gotta put the racing line on if I can't memorize it by heart. But I kind of feel like the racing line in some ways is like a cheat code, you know what I mean? Because it shows red when you need to brake, green for gas, you know what I mean? It'll let you know when you need to lift off, slow down. I kind of feel like it's just cheating in a way. But like I said, if I can't figure it out by the time I want to race it, then I'll put the line on and more than likely just start from the back. That way I can just get more experience. Oh, shit, not paying attention again. No, that's a big hit. It's toast. Whoops. Yeah, I was not paying attention. I was too busy talking. This is also going to be one of them tracks when I race it where it's going to be really difficult to look at chat until I'm pretty much down this back straight where I got pretty much 30 seconds of just flooring it. I could practice with the racing line, but then I don't... That's what I was trying to tell you, but... Whoops, hit that wall right there. But then I'm paying attention to the racing line versus, like... You know what I mean? Like, what's going on. So, let's say if I'm looking at the racing line... Can my mouse... Let's say the racing line's on. I'm going to be staring, like, right here. I'm going to be staring at this line, like, oh, I need to go here. Like, oh, it's telling me to slow down right here. Like, let's say it'll pop up red right here. I'm staring at it like, oh, I need to slow down here. Versus when I don't have it on, I'm like... Since I have this little part figured out, I'm like, okay, like... Right now, I just know to slow down. Now, I know there's this hill on the right. I want to clip that. Then I want to go down. I know I can forward out of here. I need to get to the left, get back to the right. Like, I kind of know where I'm going. Whoops. Now I'm not paying attention. But because I kind of, like, memorize, like, where I'm going, and I can glance at my mirrors, you know, if I'm going for a pass, I don't need to, like, go off the racing line and be like, oh, now what do I do? Because the racing line doesn't follow where you are. It's just showing you where you should be for, like, an optimal lap. Whoops. Hey, what's up, usual? Whoop, not paying attention now. Yeah, right now we're in, I'm learning pretty much the GT4 car and this track, so I'm not familiar with both. So it's been fun. I kind of got the first little bit memorized, but not so well. And I just left the pit, so right now I'm on cold tires, so I gotta take it a little bit more careful. You changed your name, wasn't your name Ethan? I feel like the icon looks familiar. Yeah, that's the part where I keep it forward. Alright. let's not forget, slow down for this one. There we go. That should be flat for a little bit, right? Yeah, here we go. Alright, this is the part where I don't know that much. I normally die by this point. Yeah, it makes more sense. That's why I don't, why I originally wasn't using my real name as for YouTube, but every racing game, if you want to race online, they're like, you know, use your real name or we're gonna pretty much not let you race, because they don't want people to, they want people to take it more serious, so they kind of force you to use your name, so I'm kind of boned in that situation. Oof, I forgot that's a sharp one. But yeah, it makes more sense for anyone else to not use their real name. Oh no, that's a wall. Oh, come on, no. Oh, wheel damage. I think I'm alright. I'm unfamiliar with this. Is the part. Yeah, I'm normally dead by here, so alright, gotta reset. Doxing myself. Yeah, I mean, no choice though. Not like I'll ever be famous enough for people to really care to dox me though. It's like, I just race for fun. People ain't gonna bother with me. Alright, so we got the first, like, quarter of... I got, like, the first quarter of the track memorized, which is good. I'm pretty good at this beginning now. Hit this curb, slow down a little bit in advance. There we go. Oh, and we're gone. Go to reverse. There we go. We're fine. That's gotta suck though if this really happens during the race, because you don't really got much room to kind of U-turn and get yourself back on the track. Yeah, this is definitely a tough one. This is a GT4 though for right now, so it's a little bit more. I have less aero essentially, so it's a little less aero, less downforce, probably less grip. But I figured, you know, it's a new track, might as well try the new car, and plus next week for iRacing, it's this track's up for the GT4, so I figured, you know, perfect time. I need to learn both. Like I said, I don't know any I didn't watch any track guides or nothing, so I don't know the optimal lines, the perfect places to shift, you know, and all that. Right now I'm just driving around, and then like I said, after I drive around this for a little bit longer, I'm gonna do a real race. I'm either gonna do the production, stay in third here, this is second, the production card challenge, so the multi-class Mazda one, or I'm gonna do a GT3 race at Barcelona again. I'm gonna race something. I'll screw around with an oval, I don't know, I'll do something, that's for sure. This is fourth. Whoops. I just knew I needed to slow down, or this is where I crashed last time. So this is a spot with a lot of slower corners, so let me not zip through here like I did last time. I think I hit this wall last time, so let me slow down a lot here. One of these corners I hit the wall. More than likely this one. No, it was definitely that one. So this is a first gear corner. Alright, didn't die this time. Pull for strapping and add more weight. What do you mean by add more weight? Was this car heavier for some reason? His GT4? Oh no! This is the corner I banged out last time. Ah.
We got damage on the front end.
It's only damage on the front end. That's fine. It's not wheel damage. I'll keep going. Plus, I got the AI near me now. I can get some help. Now it's like I'm getting some racing in for once. So it's just hitting the walls. This part's just flat though, so this will be the easy part. Catch up to them in the toe. Not too much toe. No, I gotta slow down here, right? So I know it's gonna be a little slowdown, then a big slowdown. There's the little slowdown, and this is the big one. Kind of remembering. I see the yellow. That's this thing, the carousel. Oof. Turned a little too early. My God, the AI crashed. I didn't even think that was possible. I'm going to just lift that whole part. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely a section of the track I'm unfamiliar with. I kind of had the beginning down because I crash a lot, but normally don't make it this far. Definitely need a lot more laps. Before I definitely like race this though. Or like I said, I'll put the racing line on and get some safety rating out of it at the bare minimum. So blind corner, so that means we're going to a left. That's all I remember down this back straight. Is anytime you can't see, you know you're going left. Can't see, going left. That's the only thing I learned so far about this track. Can't see, going left. It looks like I'm coming up to a sharp turn from the map. Yeah, they're all hitting the brakes. Okay, I stayed faster to there. Here's the mini carousel. Screwed that up. Keep forgetting that I don't need to go that deep in there on them carousel parts. Oh yeah, I seen that. I thought you were talking about his GT3 had extra weight. Yeah, the rules of the Nordschleife is you have to drive a slower class car, and their reasoning is even if you're good, they want you to be in the slower car to know what it's like when the faster traffic's coming through. So that's like the rule they have, even though it's Verstappen, he clearly knows what he's doing. But I kind of respect Max for just kind of not taking any shortcuts. Like, no, if that's the way you guys do it, then I'll follow the rules. So I kind of respect that in a way. He didn't just, like, I'm a Formula 1 champion. Give me the damn license. It's like, but that was, he did kill it, though. That was insane watching him off the start, getting passed by everybody. But then once it hit the corners where, you know, more or so skill comes into play, he was passing everybody. It was wild to see. Alright, we did a lap. Bunch of off tracks, but I did a lap. See if I can get a lap in now. The proper one. Oof. It's bad if I'm faster than the AI. Hello, buddy. I don't know this track. Go faster than me. There we go. Just picking up speed now. I think that would be the hardest part about this track is just like from what I'm seeing right here, even versus the AI, it's going to be really tricky to pick a point to pass. Like I said, when I ever go into an actual race, I'll pay attention. I'm definitely glad I went with the Ford though. It feels really sturdy around this track. Because I had to just guess by a GT4. The beginning of this track, like I said, I got a little bit memorized. It's nice having this part memorized a little bit, but this is where I'm going to start to lose my memory a little bit. Yeah, this is the fourth gear corner, yeah. This is normally the last part of the track where I kind of know what I'm doing. I would say everything from here on out is where I'm still really bad at. So I've normally crashed at this point. Keep it really slow around that corner. Sorry if I can't look at chat just this second, Andrew or Ethan. Or, sorry, I'll start using your other name. Oh no! Ah, too much. That's real damage. Nope, just front end. I'm fine with that. I guess I can look at chat now. Oh really? He tried the... I didn't know Rossi did that. So can Rossi not race at Nordschleife then, or did he eventually go back and do it? Because it'd be weird that BMW would not want one of their factory drivers to be able to do this track. I wonder if that's why there's a lot of not... Also, I know when Max did his GT3 stint, WEC was the weekend before or the weekend after, so I know a lot of the top factory drivers weren't in that race either. But like I said, I don't watch the NLS that much, so I don't know like who the big dogs are in that or not. That's big damage. That's a reset. What time is it? Have I been on this track for like an hour yet? Yeah, I have. I feel like that was some decent practice. Like I said, I'm good up until, I don't know if you can see the mouse on the screen, like up until like this little M. I pretty much have from the start all the way up to this M pretty much locked down and memorized. I just need to go into a test session because I forgot you can't do it with AI, and I just need to put a checkpoint here and just really get the rest of this figured out. So I'll probably put a checkpoint here, learn to this open straight, and then put a checkpoint here. Then honestly, it looks like there's just so many turns in a row that I'll have to... Well, this is a little bit open. I'll have to learn this in like probably 3 or 4 sections. So I'm really struggling with the back half of that track, but the first half isn't too bad. Not that that was probably half, but probably first quarter of the track. Alright. Let's see what's up. Because I probably already missed the race because it's 8 o'clock. But that'll give me time to practice for something. And everything just went away. There we go. Yeah, I don't have Road Atlanta, or I would try racing Road Atlanta this week. And the only other thing I got to practice is... What is coming up? I got to wait a half hour for everything, don't I? Damn. I'm stuck. No. There we go. Where's the GT3 GT race? 9:15 is the next one. So that means I just missed the Barcelona. You gotta be kidding me. I thought it was 9. I thought it was 8:15. I had that mixed up. The only other thing I have to learn is next week is Indy. I didn't learn this track yet either, but I do have to learn Indy, but I wasn't too worried about that. I did want to do a race though, but I forgot that I just missed it because it's every 15 minutes something resets. I kind of want to do the PCC race because I screwed up last time. I wonder how many people, with the actual endurance race today, I doubt many people are doing it though. How many people did it last race? No, that's a lot of people. That is definitely a lot of people. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's the one downside of iRacing though, is if you miss a race and you're kind of boned for a little bit. But that's Le Mans Ultimate too, so. So that's not for a half hour. I guess I need something to kill a half hour with then. So I don't really like the BMW M2. That's the one car I don't like. I would do this race, but then I won't be able to do PCC. Man, 8:45. These ones start at the 45 mark, but I don't have any of these tracks. What about oval? Anything going on over here? I don't like this track, but that could be something. Never bolt the ARCA car. What I should have did was bolt the F4 car this week too. But I prioritized GT4 because it's something I'm more decent at. Alright, I gotta wait till at least a half hour or so. I'll just practice Indy for a little bit then. Gotta practice the track anyway. How much time until... I want to make sure it kicks me out in time. I'll do 18 minutes. My car, the only GT3 I have. What other car would I use? I think my girl said she's just with my birthday coming up, I think she's just gonna get me a Steam gift card. That'll be good. Get more iRacing stuff. Because if the Ford GT3 drives like the GT4, I definitely got to get that because that felt great compared to the BMW GT3. If the Ford is like that, I definitely just need to become a Ford main on all my games because the Ford is also to me great in LMU as well. I did want to check LMU out though. Maybe if I don't do the PCC race, maybe I'll see what's going on in LMU because I did want to do the Silverstone race there too. Not much. Because she was asking me, like, what do you want? I was like, just give me Steam. So I can buy more cars and tracks. So I eventually, like I said, need to get an ARCA car or something in the D-Class Oval so I can push myself to C-Class. So I was going to get the ARCA car, but none of the tracks coming up after this week are free, so it's like, I don't know how I feel about buying it now. But I definitely think I want to get the Ford GT3. Definitely want to try F4. And then, like I said, just a couple more tracks. Because have a lot of the tracks in this yet. But this is the race for next week. Now I kind of know how to get around this from another sim, but I've never driven this in a GT3. Oh, whoops. So it's not the first line. That's different. I kind of assumed it was going to be this white line right here. It's not. So when do I... Oh, it's this green cone. Okay. That's a little strange. Wonder what that's about. I know I got to take the first 2 laps really careful still because of the cold tires. Like I said, I'll drive this around for a little bit and then I'll try PCC again. I got spun out yesterday and then got real mad, but I do want to try it again. That was too early. Like I said, I didn't watch a guide on GT3s. Like I said, I just, from playing Automobilista 2, I kind of remember how to get around the track, but I don't remember it that well. I think I was driving a Formula 3 car in that game, or a Formula Inter in Automobilista 2. When I tried this track, I didn't enjoy it too much. I know I need to hit this. Alright. See, this will be a lot easier to learn because it's not that many braking points that I need to remember versus the Nords. Okay, I can definitely brake past the 500. Did the 500 be safe? Oh, it's really slippery down there. That curb is not as big as I thought. The tire kind of went right over it. Right, what about here? Let's do 400. Because 500 was too... Yeah, 400 seemed to be about right. I'm sure that means it's probably later then, from all the eSport people. Alright, I gotta really slow down for that one. This one, alright. Now my camera angle's all messed up too from the, I gotta sit back a little bit. No, I need to be closer, but... It's only AI, that's why I'm not worried about ruining their lines. Move this up a little bit. Every car is a little different. There we go, that's about right. My bad, brother. But you're not real, so it's alright. This was a public session, though. That would have been a dick move. Alright, let's try the 400. A little better. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this track, like I said, I'm probably getting my butt kicked because this track's been out for so long and so many people know it. But like I said, it doesn't seem like this will be a hard one to master. I'll really slow down for this one. Whoops. I had a lot more speed this time than last time, so I went way too fast through there. So I probably got to brake about the 300 there. Now I want to clip that curve as much as possible. And then not spin out here. Can I keep this flat? I can. Probably because I didn't have enough speed. Alright, so 400 felt good last time. We'll try that again. Be a little bit before it. Like I said, I'll eventually watch a lap guide and figure out more roughly where I should be braking. There's the 400. So I went too far last time. So let's try 300 this time. Yeah, it was better. Definitely the 300. Oof. I thought I cut that more this time around. Nope. So I really got to go slow through that one. Uh-oh. I got a cat in the way now. I can't see. Cat, please. Whoops. It's like I just hear him revving his engine like he's pissed. He takes me out. Good job, AI. I didn't think the AI would throw dive bombs. I didn't think they were gonna actually do stuff. Yeah, I got 3 of them. That's one of them. I don't know where the other ones are. Alright. Definitely need to cut it like that much. I need to like really slow down for this one, I feel like. Whoa, whoa. Maybe that was too much on the brakes. Yeah, you gotta go really slow through that last one. I figure you can keep more speed. That's definitely sketchy keeping it full planet too. Wonder what the alien speed times are around here. I can definitely take that a lot faster. I need to slow down a little bit more for that one. Yeah, see, this one will be much easier to, I feel like, of a race when I go to do it next week. I just need to get this back section figured out right here. It's even cutting that a lot. It's like weird. I feel like that's just not meant to, like I gotta go much wider through there. Just you're forced to go super slow. What's the time? Alright. Whoops. Screwed that up. This track's not too bad. I feel like it's pretty basic after going around it a couple times though. I just need to get some, like this little back, this whole back half down. Slightly better. Definitely nowhere near where I should be. But without watching any track guides or nothing, I'm not doing too bad, I feel like. Whoops. A little too soon. And the rears just feel like they want to go coming out of there. Well, so I got the time down to a 126 without any guides. That's fine. I wonder how fast I'm expected to go though. Oh, you're telling me I can't go through here? That's crazy. Oh man, did you know that you can't go through the grass here? You're not supposed to do that. Like, why would they even show this? Some of them just don't make sense. Alright. Let's do an actual race now. Should be close to that time. Why does it do this? 10 o'clock? Yes, that means I missed the 8 o'clock one. That's unfortunate because I did want to do Barcelona, but I don't know if I'm going to be on so far past 9:15. But I'm going to at least do this race. Did it pick the Toyota? Why is it showing the Clio? It's not too bad. Where's my phone at? Yeah, get at least a handful of laps around this before I gotta actually go in and qualifying race. So I want to get at least one race in. I wasn't originally going to stream tonight, but I know I'm probably not getting on tomorrow, so I figured I gotta do it now. Even though it was mainly just to practice. Like I said, I kind of got a little bit of knowledge now, and now I'm sure when I watch a track guide for Nordschleife, I'll have more of like a memory to go on. Because when I just like watch a track guide without ever watching the track, it's like I don't even. It's kind of pointless for me because in my brain it's like I'm not really remembering anything. So yeah, on turn one, brake at like the 100-meter mark, brake here, brake here. Then I get on the track, I'm like I kind of don't remember where I'm going. And then I have a couple reps in, it'll make it a lot easier to watch those track guides. Some people can just like watch a track guide and remember everything right off the bat. It's like no, I need to drive the track and get familiar with it. I should probably watch a track guide for this. But I'm not. I'm only like a second off for the esport guy, so I kind of just don't care. The only thing about this car is it just slides so much that the first opening lap or two is just going to be brutal until the tires kind of settle in. This is an open lobby, but no one's behind me. This doesn't feel right. I'm hitting shift. Why isn't it working? There we go. I need to bring this down. There we go. 66. Alright, no one's behind me yet. Good. I was gonna say, like, when the steering wheel was like right in my face. It was a little weird. I can see now. I'm not even worried about trying to really pass them. Because yeah. Gotta keep it safe anyway. Yeah, that hill is going to be the only tricky part of Lime Rock. That hill, coming up that hill and leaving this corner. Because you got to get on it like right here and turn the car, and that bump, that little curb right there, at least for the Mazda, just completely unsettles the car. Way too much. Maybe I need to like switch this, but I think second gear would be bad there because the car doesn't really accelerate well when you should be in first gear, at least. It's not like the Mustang, whereas I can leave it in second and it's still going to get on the power real good. If I leave this in second gear when I should be in first, it's just real slow. Oh, wow, someone else spinning up here. Oof. Be really sketchy trying to actually pass someone there in a real race. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do that and just not go full throttle through there. I think it's the only way I can really, at least for me, not clip that curb and spin out. How much time do I got? About 3 minutes. I got about 2 more laps I can put in. I'm gonna slide out to the middle, cut back in. Light dab on the brakes. Get the car back over. Throw it in this corner. Didn't want to hit that curb, but hey, we're moving. Off the gas. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna lose so much time. I have no confidence in that last section in the Mazda. I spin there so much. I wish it was the part that didn't have. I wish the whole part was just the more so fast flowing layout. It didn't have that last chicane or the. It doesn't have the middle chicane, but the first chicane. Why did it say go left? Who's there? No one's there. Why did it just? Whew. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one, that's for sure. Hopefully I can have a little more fun this race than I did the other night I streamed. Because that was just bad. Now, I know I can hit a 102, but I think 103 is just where I'm going to be on the. It'll just be like much on the safer side.
And how many points do you get out of these races?
Oh, I thought I cut that. I didn't. Won't be a great lap, but it'll be a good lap. Probably all the practice I can get. I think it's going to start up now. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. Race. Lost a lot of iRating the last time I streamed, so hopefully I don't do too bad this time. Pretty much lost like 150. I just hope whoever qualified pole like leaves a gap from the Toyotas. Last time they didn't, and it was just a clown show. We're all piled up behind the Toyotas within the first by turn 2. It was real bad. Normally I wouldn't drive to practice after just practicing, but since this is a real event, we'll get some safety rating. Cruise around a little bit. Cold tires. That's gonna be the worst part about the actual race. It's a stand and start, so I'm pretty sure tires are gonna be like this cold. Oof. Real bad. Tires are still colder than I thought they would be. Alright, and there that goes. At least it was a 0x, so we're already getting some safety rating until the race. I don't know if hitting the brakes will help much, but just trying to get some heat back in the tires. I don't know the best way to warm up a Mazda tire.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your third time lap.
Slowed down a little too much. Alright, well I didn't cut that corner, so at least I'll get some good speed down the line this time.
One more lap.
Oh, thought I was gonna spin there. So I'm in the green, so this might be my best lap I've ever done. Not sure how good that's gonna be though.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
That was good enough for pole. Wow. In a way, that's kind of unfortunate. Oh yeah, this is a race. An actual race. Yeah, I told you I was only going to be practicing for a little bit, and then I wanted to at least do one race. And I feel like I needed redemption on this one. There's a lot of people that hit a 102 though, so I have a feeling I shouldn't be on pole, because I really only average like a 103. I just really had a good quality lap though. So I'm a little worried I'm going to end up getting spun out like last time, because I'm in the front when I should probably be a little bit further toward the back. But I mean, that's the lap time I set, so it is what it is. Sometimes I like to be like third or fourth, like toward the front, but not like the guy in the front. And right now I'm not killing it, but I'm like just trying to go around the track for some safety rating. Because every lap you do in qualifying still counts even after the checkered, until the main countdown's gone. Whoops. I don't know what that was. Another minute, 20 seconds left. Whoops. Don't want to get a 1x after all that. $15 more seconds. You guys can't see it. I have it blocked by the chat on screen, but it's almost about to start. See, I was never on pole while having the lead in a multi-class race, so normally you want to leave a gap, but the guy on my left won't have to leave a gap if I don't, you know what I mean? So I don't know how it's going to work out.
Pit road is closed. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
Good luck, everyone. Yeah, good luck.
Good luck and respect.
Hey, Ibrahim, I kind of want to like back up a little bit, or back off these beamers a little bit, if you want. Just figured I'd give you a heads up so you didn't get a black flag. I'm not going to back it up too far.
Oh man, countdown's at 0, so should be going any second now. I just don't know if the guy, it doesn't even look like he's there. Is he starting from the pits or something?
Catch valve 36, car catch valve 43, car catch valve 36, car catch valve 22, car catch valve 20, car catch valve 27, car catch valve 38, car.
Number 19, you're blinking.
Someone spin out or something? What is going on here?
Catch valve 20, car.
Oh, please pay attention, guys. Come on.
There's an incident ahead. Catch valve 31, car. Catch valve 38, car. Get ready, going green.
Fucking crashed into me on the warm-up lap. Fucking cunt.
Catch valve 38, green flag, green flag.
What is this guy doing in the Toyota? This is what I mean, man. Is he still like right there? Oh my god, you gotta be joking me.
Right side, car stopped ahead. There's an incident ahead. Still
You're
there,
fucking
go
cunt.
right. Clear. You got a slow car on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Slow car ahead. You got a slow car on the left.
Like, what is this? Why are they so slow? I even left the gap.
Slow car ahead. There's an incident ahead. Slow car ahead. Go right. Right side. Go right. Clear. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left.
So we're just not gonna slow down for yellows?
Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Your car has too much damage. We've There's an incident behind.
This is absolutely fucking carnage.
There's an incident ahead.
Oh, so I need you to speed up a little bit on that side. Thank you.
Pit box in 2, 1. Right here.
Yeah, what are you doing, my man? Why?
Why? What the shit is that?
Why am I not going?
Okay, go. Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
Bro!
I don't know what happened, Andrew, but now I'm a lap down, about to be a lap down when I was in first place. It's amazing. We'll finish it out this time, though. I'm just... Yeah, you know, I thought I would do this for fun, but I did nothing wrong, you know what I mean? It was a yellow flag, there was crashes ahead, I slowed down, and the people behind me were just like, yellow flag? Yellow flag? Huh. Never seen one of those a day in my life. Why is a yellow flag? I'm hungry. Maybe it means I need a banana. Yellow means banana. Oh, now I made a car look like a banana when I hit him in the side. Oh, that's exactly what it means. Banana. Car now looks like banana. It's in the shape of a U because I rear-ended him. Ugh. Yeah, it's why I'm trying to do the GT4 races. That most of the lobbies I see when I watch people on like Twitch and stuff and YouTube, it seems a lot more like sensible people.
The car in P2, just left the fastest lap.
They just crashed behind me again too.
The car behind has gone on.
My tires are frigid because it gave me new tires. I was just trying to do the quick pit and get out to keep my tires warm, but yeah, now it's going to take me to the next lap for them to really kick in, but at least I don't have no weird pressure behind me, I guess. Alright. See if I can salvage anything from this, that's all I can say. At the rate people are driving, I'm sure there will be more crashes because the leaders are behind me, so I'm not a full lap down, but I'm about to be a lap down. So down me having one lap fresher tires is going to give me a big advantage over the leaders catching up behind me.
Sebastian, you know we're in completely different classes, right? You don't have to race me.
Yeah, definitely an average lobby, at least for PCC it seems like. Maybe I should avoid PCC until I get my I rating up to avoid some of this. I mean, it's my own fault because I tanked my I rating a little bit to get the B license because I wanted to do the GT3 so bad. So instead of worrying about where I positioned, I just stayed safe. And now that I'm actually wanting to go for wins, I'm just, you know, in a lobby I probably shouldn't be in. But that's my own fault, so I can't get too mad about it. In the bad lobbies because I chose to rush the GT3s. But shockingly, even in the low splits, the GT3 lobbies are very clean. Very clean. They're, you know, I guess people work really hard to get their safety rating there. That they, you know what I mean? They're less likely to do something stupid. Versus this, which is a D-class race, so, you know, it's literally the first thing you can do out of rookies, so it kind of is what it is.
Passing right.
Oh boy, which side is he on the track?
Go back.
this for position? Or is this guy like a lap down or something? Oh, he's in 15th place, it says? I don't know who this guy is.
Leader is running 3.034.
I don't think this is for position, so I wish he would just get out of my way. Oh, come on, dude. What are you blocking me for? Are you kidding me right now? Like, what are you doing, bro? Seriously. You're in last place. Like an extra, like, oh my god. He literally threw a block on me. Bro, we're not even in the same race. Hello? I can't give the slowdown up yet. I say it this time. But I can't let this guy potentially get back in front of me. Yeah, I have a slowdown because of you, dude. Thanks for ramming me when I was in the middle of trying to go. You can chill out. I don't know what that guy's problem is. I think he thinks we're racing each other. I guess he doesn't have his relative open to realize that I'm in 7th place and he's in 15th and that we're not in the same fight.
Really?
And then right here he rams into the back of me. It's like, dude, like, just let me by. Calm down. Because you ruined my whole flow there, and then I had a slowdown when I could gain massive amounts of time on him. Now he's going to be in my draft and try to pass me when we're not even in the same race. Now he's going to go for a dive bomb here, guaranteed. Like, what is... Brother, you're a lap down. What are you doing? You punt me off the road a lap down. We're not in the same fight. Like, small brain people in this race, that's for sure. Like, he rams me off the road and then dive bombs me. I swear to God, he better keep his pace this time, because he was driving really slow. Already got an 11x. Jesus Christ, I came in here for safety rating too. It sucks because I was going really fast and the car just feels off. It's saying no damage, but there's definitely something off with the car. Oh man, just can't win. Get people a lap down trying to force you out of the way. Like,
Guys, please move out of the way. Going in between you two.
seriously, moving out of the way seems to be people's problem right now. And avoiding people. Just ramming right into people. Oh, is he going to spin up this hill again? Oh, God.
Passing on the left, Miata.
BMWs are coming. I hear him saying something about a Miata. No, not me at least. that. Gonna end up with a drive-through by the end of this. Yeah, I'm assuming the guy in front of me, when he was doing all that stupid shit, must have had cold tires. Because he did come out of the pits not that long, you know what I mean, not that far. Or, he went out the pits, like, I think, that same lap. When he wasn't originally in front of me doing something stupid. So I think his tires are like 4 laps fresher than mine, so you can definitely tell they're working a little bit in his advantage. He's making a ton of mistakes, but I can't really catch up to him. Well, and I'm about to get a drive-through on 4 more of those. I'm definitely going to do another race after this, though. Maybe do an oval, something stupid. I can't end on a bad note like this, even though, I mean, it's still going somewhat positive. I mean, people are still crashing, so I'm gaining positions. It's a drive-through? Drive-through, I was going to say that's an off-track, but it wasn't, thankfully. Yeah, this is where that guy's tires are starting to shine. It's just they're like about 4 laps fresher than mine. 'Cause I know he was in an incident like, I think 2 or 3 laps after me. Why did I stay so hug this inside so much? Spaced out for a second.
Why?
Ooh, didn't mean to hit the curb like that. So I got a Toyota coming up behind me. I just got to get on the gas a little earlier there, but like I said, I don't have the confidence to just floor it out of there. I've been getting the off tracks every time. Seems it's weird because I feel like that's the more difficult part of the track, and the guy in front of me nails it. But I think like every other part of the track's really easy, and he messes up those parts. So float out, lift off, back in, floor it. There we go. I felt better. Yeah, see, I catch up to him a lot through this middle section, but that last section coming up, the next 2 corners coming up, just like U-turn a little bit. This guy in front of me actually is really good at it, which is shocking. Because I feel like this is the harder part. So I'm gonna. Where's 5th place? He's way up there. He needs to make a mistake for me to catch him, so I'm not really going to be worried about too much getting on this dude's ass to pass him.
You let me through or no, man?
I'm shocked they're not getting him off track for that.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Alright, boss, you really messed that up. This is what I mean. Look, he's going for blocks. Like, dude, you messed up. Like, let it go. Like, he's just so bitter about this, like, being in last place right now. It's just unbelievable.
Faster traffic approaching.
And he's not even in last place anymore because some people already DNF'd and left the race. He went from 15th to 12th. Like, he should cheer up a little bit. I'm just happy that we had that Toyota between us and it put some time between me and him because, like I said, he's really good at that last corner, but man, is he not great at the rest of the track. I'll give him credit. He definitely got that last corner down on the main straight. Oh, that Toyota just wrecked or something somehow. What happened behind me? Did I do anything to that Toyota? I feel like he wasn't near me. I didn't hear car right or nothing. So I just drove my normal racing line. But I don't see that Mazda behind me either, so I'm assuming they got in an accident. I'm assuming he might have been a little bitter that we passed. He seemed to be bitter every time someone passed him. I didn't catch that. Something happened though. Or maybe it was just the Mazda that spun and not the Toyota. I'm not sure. 6 minutes left.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Just happy that other Toyota, that other Mazda's not near me. He was in 12th place. Where did he end up on the map? I don't even see him anymore. So maybe that was him that crashed and he just said screw it and left. Glad I got around the one I did. Like I said, I wasn't too worried about it at first because he was keeping good pace, but I don't know what happened. Then 2 laps, I guess, before he crashed, he was just really all over the place.
The leader consider 4.425.
I wonder what the fastest lap is. Do I have it? Whoa. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even see him until he was already by me. This is why I miss Jim. Faster car behind you. Man, that's how I want to do that corner every time, but I always screw it up. Is this a BMW or the Toyota behind me? It's red Toyota, so he's getting closer.
You're in fifth.
In 5th? What happened? I was in 6th. Now I'm in 5th. Someone else crashed? I didn't even see myself going to 5th. I could have won this race, I feel like, if I didn't get banged out in the beginning. I really think I could have won this race. Because look, I had to pit for damage, and I'm only, what? Where's the leader at? I don't even know. I gotta pay attention where I'm at right now, though. Yeah, he's still behind me. I'm actually gaining on the leader from where I originally left the pits at. My tires are only 1 lap better, so it's not like, I'm gaining pace on them because of really good tires. But hey, you just stuck it out, and now I'm in 5th. Gonna lose a ton of safety rating, but I'm at 13 out of 17X. I'm gonna probably lose a lot, but we'll get to my rating, I guess, which wasn't my goal. But that's why I want to learn the Nordschleife, because apparently you run that race a couple times, even if you're bad and don't go around the track that fast, you can gain a ton of safety rating just because of how many corners there are per lap. So apparently it's like a hack. What does it mean by the leader is pitting? Put him by. Is this a BMW behind me? It is. Alright.
You got a slow car on the left.
Yeah, good luck getting past the behind us, so they don't back.
Is that for position? It was a Mazda. I don't think it was.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I'm not going to mess with his race. What does it say? He's in second place? Yeah, I'm not going to do what the other guy did and just be in the way. Will be nice when the, you know, the faster traffic is approaching and the blue flags mean something. Actually, I don't even think I'm getting blue flags. It's just the strange part. Maybe that could be an issue. Blue flags aren't showing up when they're supposed to. So I don't think it said blue flag at all. Give me the toe. I wonder how much fun it would be to do this race in the Toyota. I didn't really like the Toyota too much when I tried it. Not that it was bad, I just... Oh, please don't give me... Oh, I got another off track. God damn it. Sorry, boss, but I don't know what's going on there with you. But I'm not sitting around for it. Got a lot of damage on his car, though. Did he hit the wall there or something?
White flag. One more lap to go.
Does have a Toyota near him. I wasn't really trying to get involved in the race, but I mean...
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear. Car right. Clear.
I don't think that's a battle for position. Oh, it is a battle for position. Look at that. They're going to have a race. We're going to see who wins out of the Toyotas. Or comes in second, rather. That's an off track. No. Oh, my God. Oh, he wrecked him. He wrecked him. Oh, my God. This race is just... I got to keep driving for safety rating. I gotta keep going for safety rating.
Alright. There's checkered flag.
I gotta wait till the timer officially hits 0.
Great job. You did really well.
Maybe I can get like a 0.01 back in my safety rating. Oh, this was terrible. All that hard work to get the B license, I'm probably gonna not even be able to race GT3s anymore. Oh, dirty, dirty. Dude in the red Toyota. Oh man, that was funny though. At least I got to see someone else get some misery in this race. And the race is now officially over. Well, that was something. Can only imagine what my safety rating will be after that one. I should have looked at the replay, but you know what? I saved it if I want to go back and look at it. I just don't know why the dude just drove in straight into the back of me when there was a million cars crashing in front. What time is it? I might have time to jump over for a quick oval. Let's do it. No practice. Let's just jump right into it. And then I'll end there. And then like I said, tomorrow I don't think I'll be on. And then Sunday and Monday I'm going to be practicing just the Nordschleife for GT4. I'm going to be trying to get as much practice in as I can. So like I said, I'm not sure if I'm streaming or not, but I might. And like I said, if I can't figure the track out, I'll just turn the racing line on because I'm going to desperately need to get some safety rating back because I'm getting ready to not have a B license no more. And I think I drove pretty safe that race besides the maybe 4 or 5 off tracks I had. I don't think I was responsible for any of my other X's. I definitely did not crash into anybody. Did my best to avoid wrecks. I feel like I did everything right there. Still 5th place though. Good enough, I guess. How much did I actually lose? Wow. And it's crazy because the most I can get in a race is like .11. So I lost more than I can gain. So I'll do an oval because I don't care about my oval rating at all, even though somehow it's my best rating. Maybe that's why it's my best rating, because I just don't care about oval and where I finish. I just do it for fun. Like I said, maybe the ARCA car would have probably been fun because the track this week is free, but nah. I won't worry about really the ARCA until I'm close to promotion. Because I kind of don't want to really do the ARCA car. I kind of want to just... It just sucks you gotta buy something in order to get the C class. I wish that wasn't the case. Because everyone seems to do the C class and the B class races for NASCAR. Yeah, I don't have Daytona either. This would have been fun. But I'm waiting to buy Daytona until the GT3 race is up. Just makes more sense to do it that way. But this will be the last one. Because I think I would have to wait till 10 o'clock to do the GT3 race. Yeah, 10 o'clock. Yeah. I would have to wait till 10 o'clock, and I'm not going to be on at 10 o'clock. So this will be the last one. High strength of field. What the hell? Why? It's 5K, 3K, 3K, 2, someone in 2000, 2000. I think I'm the lowest person in here at a 16. No, there's a 15, one person below me. There was one person rated below me in this race. Goddamn. So now I don't even feel bad if I finish towards the back because that's essentially where I should be. Matt Vasquez. I know someone with a awfully similar last name. That's funny. It's not Vasquez though. I'm not going to say his last name, but it's very, very similar. Yeah, I definitely need to get out here for the practice because I don't know what I should be doing. I think I'm gonna have to tap the brake, or I'm gonna have to tap the brake. Wow.
Car 2, just set the fastest lap. 15.736.
Okay, the power a little too.
That was your fastest lap of the session. That was your fastest lap of the session. Slow car down low. Car stop down low. Go high. Car stopped up high. Go low. New fastest lap for you.
Oh yeah, I'm terrible. I'll go back. Ah, screw it. It's not gonna tell me the times and stuff now. Let's just qualify.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
Well, that's that. Yeah, I don't know how in the world I got put in with people who are 5K. Like, look at the ratings. I'm
There's the flag. It's over.
yeah, that's crazy. 5K. Oh, he turned in real early. See how much it slides? I'm not good at that. Man, he's turning real early though. Kind of just drifting along. That's wild. He's going on the power a lot later though, out of the corners, which is why I'm sliding. Like I said, not worried about it. Literally, probably shouldn't even be in the split. You got C class, B class, A class. I'm sitting here like fresh out of rookies. The only minus 30 for coming in last place. It already knows I shouldn't be here because it should be like minus like 99 when you're in last place. But I saw what I was doing wrong. I was just turning in too late. I was kind of following this when really I should have been cutting in early. Doesn't seem normal, but that's what the guy who was fastest was doing, so clearly the right thing. Like how it says it's shortening qualifying, but it doesn't shorten it. It still waits till the time runs out. How is that shortened? the time ran out the normal way. That's not shortened. That's why we're still sitting here waiting. It said it's shortened qualifying, but then added another minute. The main timer's done. But then it said we're going to cancel qualifying due to an inactivity and added a minute. Go home, iRacing. You're drunk. I have 3 timers that tell me where we should be, and they're all at 0, except for this one. And this increased after it said it's going to shorten qualifying. Are you sure about that? Sure about that? Like, is anyone even driving? I'm pretty sure there's no one even... Just this guy. Okay. So we had to wait an extra minute because of this guy. Cool. Got it. Oh man, I assume I can only imagine who we're going to wait for to grid.
Pit road is closed.
Shocking.
The estimated SOF is 2,271.
I don't understand the whole, like, let's not grid until the last minute thing.
Good luck, y'all.
Like, can't you just grid and we race? Like, do people really just sit here and do a whole mental, like, countdown for 2 minutes? Like, oh, I got 2 minutes. I must get in the zone. See the road. Be the road. Orange cone. No. Go away. Focus. Like, what are people doing besides hitting grid to race? Stop eating your meat. It's time to race.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
It's crazy how I said stop eating your meat and 3 people grid. We really have someone starting from the pits? Brother, it's a rookie oval race. It ain't that serious.
Catch start 2, car. Catch start 3. Catch start 11, car.
Hey, look, there's someone in the pits. That's wild.
1 to go. Next time by.
Because I qualified last. Which is kind of confusing as to why I'm on the inside.
About to go green. Stay focused. Post car is off. Top. Green flag. Green flag.
Played safe. 35 laps. I ain't gonna die bomb no one yet. I'm honestly shocked at the lack of mistakes. Uh-oh. Cat, please. Bellatrix. I can't see. I really can't see now. You're right in front of the TV.
The car in P1 just stepped above the flag. 15.589.
like that guy was going to be spinning for a second, but he held it. Man, this is tough. Sorry if I'm making stupid faces, but I haven't really had to focus like this in a minute. It's really tough getting down to that inside line, shockingly. Stupid as that sounds. Oh. Oh, this guy's blinking. That's not good. Whoa. What was that? Yeah, I'm definitely not good at ovals. I'm definitely faster than this number 11, but it's tough to pass. Got really slidey there. Man, these people take that clear message too seriously.
Car inside, clear. The leader is coming up on you. They're not outside. Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Go low. Go low. Clear up top.
This is so annoying.
16.049. Outside. Still there. 5 to go. Clear outside if you want it. It's going well. Keep at it.
Fucking finally. I don't think he's hitting the brakes when he's turning. I think he's just like letting go of the throttle and just flinging the car, and that's why he's so slow through these corners. 'Cause it just doesn't make sense that he just fell off the gap from everyone that hard. We were all keeping up. Like, I don't know what he did. He must have damage or something. My man just fell off through like a roof.
You've got 2 laps to go. Inside. You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. Clear. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 3 seconds. Car inside. Checkered flag.
Alright, well, we passed one person who's very, very stubborn, throwing illegal blocks left and right. Like, no matter where you are on the track, he was making sure his car was in front of you. Yeah, well, I know how to park things on the Apex thanks to sport car racing, so I parked it on the Apex. He gave me a nice little boost, and that was it. And we only lost 30 I rating, which I don't think I should have lost any I rating because I beat the only guy I was supposed to beat. See you later, Ethan. Have a good one. I'll take that though, because I mean, look at the lobby I was in. I mean, everyone was clearly has much more practice in this. I was able to actually put down a really good lap. I had the 6th fastest lap. I think if I would have practiced and figured this out, like track out, I think I could have qualified a lot better. But not bad for just winging it. I would say this is a much better stream, Andrew, if you're still here. Much more positive. We had idiots in well, I guess that was technically a race in the oval race, but I wasn't expecting much from that. But ended up getting wiped out, put the last place, and still ended up P5 and lost a shit ton of safety rating. Look at that. My safety rating is so close to in stock car racing now. Like, this is what makes me think like maybe I should have got the ARCA car because I got to do 4 races. Do the 4 ARCA car races because look at that safety rating gain from that. That's insane. I didn't think I can gain 0.5. That was a lot of safety rating because all I need is 4.0 and then I can move up to C class. Which is what I really want. That's when I actually will care about NASCAR. I don't really like these short tracks like this. But if I can gain safety rating like that, I'll do 3 more of these. And then do 4 stupid races of this, and then move on to C class. I actually want to see that. What's the C class, though? I gotta remove eligible, because I'm not eligible for any of this. Where's the truck race? Truck race. Super late. We ain't doing none of that. Trucks. Got trucks or oval Indy, too. See, it opens up a lot more here. This is still the same truck, though, right? I'm pretty sure the NASCAR... What is this? Oh, that's the long ones, right? That's why they let you do them. They're always a bracket before. They're the long races. So I'm looking for Yeah, this one's 40 laps. Isn't there another truck series that's not a crazy amount of laps? I thought one was 40 laps. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So it's Chicagoland. What's next week? Because I could, in theory, be ready to go next week for this. Talladega. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, that would be fun, but that's a draft one. I feel like I'm just going to get clobbered in the wall. I'm not good at the draft and like the super, super close drafty tracks yet. I kind of like where it spreads out a little bit. Like Martinsville would be good. Phoenix would be good. Like Chicagoland would have been good. Charlotte's good. Talladega and Daytona, where you got to do a lot of drafting, that's a little nerve-wracking. It's towards the end of the season, too, for trucks. It's a long season. Why is it so many weeks? Or did he just forget to cut out last season? I think that's all they did. But, I mean, that's a good lineup coming up, though. Talladega, Martinsville, Phoenix. And then B class should be Xfinity, right? Yeah. Does that follow the same schedule as the trucks? It does. So, I mean, I could get my oval on too. But like I said, I'm going to be focused more on the Nordschleife. That's going to be my goal for the next couple days. Because I would like to know the track by heart. But like I said, after driving around today, I got to... Like I said, I feel like the first like 30-40% of the track pretty good memorized. I just got to get the last portion down, the last half down, I'll say. I feel like I know where I'm going for the first half. But once it starts getting all the slow corners, I just massively screw up. But like I said, I got... What's tomorrow? Saturday? I still got 3 more days to practice that before the race comes up, so... And like I said, now when I watch videos and track guides, I'll have a much better understanding of where I should be going. And then, like I said, on Monday when I'm at work, I'll have nothing to do during my break, so I'll just watch track guides all day. Hopefully get that track implanted in my brain. But yeah, so I don't believe I'm streaming tomorrow unless for some reason I have time. But like I said, it'll just be more Nords practice and then maybe a race afterwards like I did today. And it'll be the same thing for Sunday night. I don't think I am, but if I do, it'll be the same concept. And same thing with Monday night. I know Monday night the daily switch. So, I don't know what I'll do besides maybe practice on Monday night if I do stream. Because I'm practicing for the new week. But I just want to check to see, just in case I don't practice anything, what is the track next week for this? Okay, well, Summit Point's not a hard track to pick up. That's the same for the Mazda, right? But what layout is it? I thought I read Jefferson. If it's the Jefferson layout, I'm staying far away from it, unless that's the full track. No, I'm stupid. Where's Mazda? I should have favorited it, right? Yeah. I don't mind doing Mazda races. It is Summit Point, but what is the layout? Oh, it is the Jefferson. Okay, we're not doing that. The only other thing I was considering, I'm not getting it yet, obviously, but next week, the American track is Sonoma. But I think I'm going to wait till Road Atlanta. I got the track for this next week, which is Nords. What is the track for this next week? Well, next week is a Bolt track, so this could deter all the newbies. If you're still here, Andrew. Could try to learn the Nürburgring, because eventually I'm going to need to get this track anyway, because this is part of the Nordschleife track. They call it the Nürburgring combined, and it's this track and the Nürburgring combined, which is an even longer lap. Because then you add this track on top of it. I don't think it's going to show the full map, but yeah. If you see, this is the Nordschleifes right here. And then this part down here is this. Which I think when they do that version of the track, this is the pit lane. Because this is part of... I think this is part of the Nordschleife, though. Because you come down after the pits, you do that hard turn. Yeah. I think the only difference is this breaks off earlier for the Nordschleife track. I don't think you go through this whole part. But yeah, the full version just... Because this is the part where I come down, we turn... Yeah, we cut off here. Yeah, different layout. But eventually got to get this anyway. Like I said, it is part of the track. And like I said, since it's a paid track, it will get rid of any of the newbies because the Lime Rock track was free for the PCC race. So if I did that same race next week on this track, it's only going to be people who paid for it. And a lot of newbies probably won't be participating in that case, which means it'll probably be towards the back versus the front, but it'll be a much cleaner race. So I'm still up for debate on that. Because I already got my tracks for next week, you know. So I kind of don't want to buy too much in 1 week because I don't get to race that much. Because like I said, I'm only going to get 3 or 4 days where I can turn the stream on, so. And I definitely plan on doing the Nordschleife as much as possible because I need to learn that track and get familiar with it. That's a big track that I need to learn. But like I said, I definitely want to at least do one more Barcelona this week, so I'm definitely going to be... The next time I stream will be a Barcelona race after the Nordschleife practice. So I'm definitely going to be practicing that, and then I'll do a Nords race, but... Yep, that'll do it for me because when I gain some iRating back and a ton of safety rating in Oval... Yeah, you know what? I actually want to check something real fast. So if you're still here, I'm not jumping off actually. How crazy is Talladega in the NASCAR? Whoops. Turn the favorites off. Tags. C class. If I do make it to C class, which seems like much more easier to do in Oval. What are these cars called? Just the NASCAR truck. Okay. Well, simple enough. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. A NASCAR truck. Cause look at how much I gained 50 safety rating from that Oval race, dude. I need to get to 4.0, which means I'm already right there at C class, which means I can do my C class license. I need to unfortunately get some kind of car, which means I'll just get the ARCA car. Maybe get 4. I need to do 4 races in that before I can get promoted to C class. No matter where I finish, as long as I do the races, I get promoted. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Just a full flat out. And if I get the C class, and then get these two, this car and this track. Well, it wouldn't be next week. See, that's the thing. Is next week I'm going to be doing the Nordschleife, but let's say, you know, Talladega would be cool, but I'm probably going to skip it just because of I'm going to be doing the Indy race next week and the Nordschleife race. But then look at this one. We get Martinsville. And the week after, I think Martinsville's a big one. I don't know how that is for trucks, but that's what I was going to look up. Was the Knoxville. Now I'm just saying random shit. NASCAR truck, Martinsville. I want to see if it looks fun or not. I'm going to get real racing. I don't want real racing. Six months ago. We got anything recent? Nah, whatever. This is the most popular video. We'll just click this one. And then I'll mute it so I don't get in trouble. That's the only way you get hit with the DCMA. Don't care about the qualifying. Here's where it says green flag. Oh my god, this quality. It's going to lag a little bit because for some reason when I will put YouTube on this TV, it lags. I just want to see how tricky it looks. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Just sent it in there. Oh, he got spun. Saved it. Yeah, this would be the week afterwards. This looks This looks like mayhem. And also another cool reason to get this track is pretty soon they're going to be doing a Martinsville 500 with the Mazda car. The car I was just racing in that other track, they're going to have the Mazdas race here for 500 laps or something. That could be pretty wild. That's essentially the endurance version for NASCAR. See, these are the ovals I don't mind, where you get a little bit of a straightaway. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just constantly right back to a left turn. You get a second to straighten out. I'm like, all right, I can breathe a little bit. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only thing I could... I mean, and here's the C-Class stuff. I mean, the only other thing I could do is NASCAR Gen 4. I don't know... Is Gen 4 the one before? Yeah, they are exhausting. Oh, this is Watkins Glen this week? Oh, no, it's my favorite NASCAR. It's like one of my favorite tracks. I'm not great at Watkins Glen, but it's... Mwah. Watkins Glen is just one of them tracks that's just pure perfection. I don't know what it is about it, but it was just so fun to race. And then it goes to Phoenix, which is free. Yeah, I forget what Gen 4 is. I forget what year Gen 4 is. I gotta Google that. I got the internet right in front of me, don't I? What year is Gen 4 NASCAR? 1992 to 2007. So this is when I actually watched NASCAR. Yeah, look, the Jordan car. Oh, this is when I watched NASCAR. That's what's up. That's cool. I didn't know it was this error. So that's actually when I actually paid attention to NASCAR. It's this car. That's pretty neat. What are the other things that can be done? None of that. Late stock model? Wow. Yeah, I think the trucks will be fun. Like I said, I know short tracks are exhausting. But like I said, let's say I don't do next. What's the week after that? Because there's a chance I don't even get to C-Class this week. It'd be Phoenix. Phoenix is a good one. I think Talladega would have been more fun though. Because like you said, it's just keep your foot down and and pray. Martinsville will be fun though. Because then, like I said, then I can get, if I really wanted to, I could, while being C-Class, still do the longer races. 134 laps, 125 laps. I can be a part of the bigger races. One of these is fixed, one of them's not, right? Does it say it somewhere? They both can't be the same thing, right? Oh, this one's fixed. It was cut off. So what is this? Up next, 12 p.m. Do these things have like a lot of scheduling time to them though? I feel like these are probably just like weekend races, right? Since they're the longer ones. Oh no, there's actually a fair amount, a good bit of them. 15, 16, 18, 19. Weird time slots. What does that equal on the actual calendar? 15, 16, so Wednesday, Thursday, and 18, 19. So it's on Wednesday and Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. They do the big NASCAR races. So I could technically, in theory, start doing the next gen races. It just would have to be the longer versions, and the longer versions do have cautions. But I feel like I should work my way up the proper way. That's also oh, it's the same tracks next week. Huh. Interesting. So I would like to know what their schedule is going to be afterwards, though, because you can tell this is the end of the whatever NASCAR schedule they're doing. Because if I can skip NASCAR until the new schedule comes out and then really know where I want to be. But it just sucks because no matter what, I got to buy a D class car, which would be ARCA. I got to buy something in the C class. And then you would have to buy the Xfinity car or something in B class. What is Legends? 1987. If they got that in B class, it must not. Oh yeah, these cars definitely ain't a Sonoma. This is coming up as a GT3 track too. I don't know if you're familiar with Sonoma, but I'll show you the pictures. It used to be called something else, I believe. I think it used to be called Searing's Point at one point. Point. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm thinking something else. Sonoma. But this is actually a GT3 track for next week, but I'm not doing it. Let me go to screenshots. Here we go. This is probably the only familiar part of the track that everyone remembers is that U-turn. It's so weird seeing this track like from not the NASCAR point of view where they always have it from the top down. I didn't realize like how much of a desert area it is and how short of a track it really is. It's a 2-mile track, but is it for that layout? Oh yeah, look at that. Because I didn't even know it had this middle area either. I'm just so used to it all running off. But NASCAR is definitely coming. But next week is Nordschleife and GT3. Still on my GT3 kick. But I think if I can do like 1 or 2 ovals, because I think I can do time trials too and cheat out of it. So maybe I will try to at least get out of D class this week. Actually, I won't be able to because I'll have to buy a car. And I'm not going to be able to buy a car until next week, so shit. That just fooled my plans. And that means I would have to buy a track for ARCA, right? Yeah, it's going to be Chicago. That's a bummer. Unless I just chuck it up and buy a car, the ARCA. Nah, I'm not that worried about oval. So it looks like that journey will be cut short because I'm not buying an ARCA car this week. I'm probably not gonna have money until Friday. I mean, I could realistically buy it right now, but I don't like to just buy useless shit right off the bat. Wait till I get paid. Always the safer option. So I just wish I owned something else in here. That way I can just maybe buy the track and move on. Like, which Draft Masters next week? What car is that? Because then I can still get Talladega. It is the truck series to begin with. Because I think this counts towards promotion. Oh, wait. Do I own this one? You need to purchase the truck. So I need to purchase I guess I could do Talladega anyway. I could do this next week. I don't know if I'll gain safety rating though. But I'm going to need the truck for the truck series. That's weird. That means the truck series is Talladega all around, Draft Masters and... Or am I missing something here? Starts October 6th. Or 13th. Yeah, that's Monday. There we go. Looks like I can get promoted next week then. So maybe tomorrow, one of these days, throughout the week, I'll get this to 4.0. I'll just do another oval race. What's the oval race next week? For rookie races, please tell me it's nothing bad and I can just get some easy rating. Eligible. Where's mini stock? Because I like the mini stock car better. What's the track for next week? South Boston Speedway. That's going to be horrible. I have a strong feeling. Please don't be a bad track. Doesn't look... Yeah, it doesn't look fun. Looks like wider turns, shorter straights. So maybe it won't be that bad. See, I just don't like that short of an oval. Martinsville and Bristol are like my limit. Like, they're short, but not that short. So yeah, maybe I'll throw some NASCAR in there next week, but I'm definitely going to be more so focused on the Nordschleife track, because I want to practice and race that. Even if I come in last place every single race, just the safety rating I can gain from that could be huge, because that's like, well, actually I could just, that's the last thing I want to look up before I get off. How many turns is that track? Because the safety rating in this judges you on how many safe turns you do per lap. So let's say I do the whole first lap, even if it's slow, and I get no off tracks. That'll be X amount of turns per lap. And I think every race is 3 laps around that because of how long the track is. So it's normally like you only go around it 3 times. So that's pretty much what I want to practice. Just getting around the track 3 times with no line, and that's it. That's the race. Once I do that, I'm all right. I don't care where I finish. I just want to be safe and get my safety rating up. Because then, like I said, when I get to A class, I can start doing the multi-class racing. Where I got the hypercars or the LMP cars flying around me. But the cool thing is, I think on the Nordschleife track, that it can be multi-class, but I might not do that one. And there is also a 2-hour race on it. I don't know how I feel about that, but if I'm desperate for safety rating, I'll do it and turn the line on. Where is that track at? Oh yeah, it's GT4, GT4. I'm not used to looking for GT4 stuff yet. This is going to be my first time doing this shit. GT4 racing, which I did like. I did really like the Ford. I'm glad I that's the one I went with. It is... How many turns? Normally it says turns. Am I stupid? The one time I should have Googled it, and I chose not to. $73 turns. So you figure you're getting 73. So you're getting about, like, what, 210 turns in? No. That's not how we math. Yeah, about 210 turns. Because you're doing 3 laps. So 219 turns. Once again, I got Google right in front of me. Why am I trying to do math in my head? 219, right? Yeah, 219. So at the end of that, that'd be 200. So you think after 3 laps, that's 219 turns. If I don't go off track, which is why I could finish dead last and be happy, as long as I don't go off track, my safety rating will jump up at the end of that race by probably like 0.30, 0.40, 0.50. And I do this like 4 or 5 times, and then I'm A class. You know what I mean? Then I can start doing the races that I want. I do like regular just GT3 versus GT3, but I do like when the multi-class cars come through. It just adds another element that it just makes it so much more fun. In which case, then I can do these races, which I can't do right now. Let me close off the eligibility. Click A. As you can see, it's just these 2. Just boom. Not long races. 45-minute races and I think 25 or 35. Yeah. Like I said, I can do the endurance version of these races right now, but I would like to do the A-class races, like, so I get practice all week long, and then, do the longer 2-hour and 40-minute races on the weekends. That's my goal, is to get the A-class so I can do these races, and then I think it actually might be C-class. No, it is B-class. So then I can do the 2-hour and 40-minute races. So this weekend is going to be Port de Mayo, and all week long is going to be Port de Mayo. So if I want to do this track, the only way I can practice it is just practice. I won't have any experience, racing against other cars, what it's going to be like, or with the hypercars. Now, granted, this track I would, because I played it on Le Mans Ultimate, but I still would like to know how it is on iRacing. You know what I mean? Get that practice in. So if I can get the A class, I think the track after this is Mexico, which is, I probably would skip that one. But the Canadian Tire Park, actually, this is kind of shitty for the endurance ones. I actually missed the good ones, which have been Sebring, Road Atlanta. I don't know if I want to do 2 hours of Mexico. This track's not fun. This track's fine though. So it looks easy, but it's very tricky. The Canadian Tire Park. Like if I show you the track map, it looks very simple, but it is very tricky. Because they're all for the most part high speed corners except for turn 5 and 10. So you got to carry a lot of speed through the corner, so it's very, very easy to spin out. That's the trick on this track is not spinning out. I don't know how I feel about racing that though. It's not one of my favorite tracks. But either way, there's other races. That's every other week. So I wonder what the other races are. Because I could at least still do the shorter races. Yeah, then you got Le Mans in between, then Monza after, which is still fun. Then you got Daytona in between them two. Like, why would Daytona not be the big one? And then you got Spa to end it all off, and they're all good tracks. I like Spa, Daytona, Monza, and Le Mans. It's just not the endurance tracks that are, for some reason, they picked Mexico, Canadian Tire, and Nürburgring, which I will have this track, more than likely. Because if I want to do the PCC race next week, I need this track, but I don't want to buy this track just for that, so I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it. And this game is fun too, Automobilista 2. I wish I knew more people who would play this game. Because, this is just, you buy the game and you got all the tracks. It's one and done. But the realism's not really there, but it is a really fun sim. I would say this one's a little more on the arcadey side. It doesn't claim to be arcadey, but I feel like this is slightly more arcadey. But yep, that's going to do it for me, Andrew. Like I said, I'll let you know if I get back on the next time I'm on, but I'm 100% sure it's not going to be tomorrow. If I do, it'll be late at night, like just 9 o'clock at night, and I'll just turn on the stream and drive around the Nordschleife, you know what I mean, for some more practice and bullshitting. And the same thing for Sunday and Monday nights. I'm mainly just going to be practicing from this point out. But I do want to do one Barcelona race. I am getting that last Barcelona race in because I did the 20-minute race. I didn't do the 40-minute race where you got to jump into for a pit stop. So, but yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm definitely jumping on for now. Time to get Chiefy and go to bed. Oh, Andrew, if you're still here before I do jump off, I don't know if you play New World or not. I'm gonna be playing this very, very casually. Two of my real life friends want to play New World again, but my friend John only has time on the